stop the boats. Britain wants send asylum seekers 4,000 miles away to Rwanda. The UK Parliament will vote on Tuesday whether support a law aimed at deterring nearly 50,000 asylum seekers who crossed the Channel last year. London. Britain has a problem with asylum seekers crossing the English Channel from France in small, inflatable boats, dinghies and even canoes. The government's proposed solution? Send them to Rwanda. Rwanda is more than 4,300 miles from Britain. The British Parliament voted on Tuesday to support a law aimed at deterring people from making these dangerous journeys. The policy was first announced by former Prime Minister Boris Johnson in 2022. Parliament's approval came after months of delays, resignations of senior ministers and legal challenges. Current British leader Rishi Sunak has made stopping the boats one of his legislative priorities. Here's what the UK's Rwanda Asylum Bill is all about and why some critics believe it could set a dangerous precedent. Sunak wants to deport some people East African country who are trying enter the UK across channels seek asylum. The plan is part of his government's bid to stop illegal immigration routes that have sparked rebellions on the right wing of Sunak's ruling Conservative Party and upset some voters. British Prime Minister Cameron returned. Braverman was dismissed due to his Palestinian views. Most of those making the 32 km channel crossing come from Iran, Iraq and Afghanistan, where conflicts have been or are ongoing and political freedoms are limited. Many also come from Albania, one of the poorest countries in Europe. The first deportation flights to Rwanda were scheduled to begin last summer. The court ruled that the plan was likely to breach British and international human rights law. The British government refers to people coming this way as illegal immigrants. But that in itself is debatable because the right to asylum is a human right, said James Wilson, director of Detention Action, a British charity. Better treatment of refugees. What happened in Tuesday's Rwanda bill vote? MPs approved the bill's first reading by 269 votes to 313. Sunak's Conservatives currently have a 56-seat majority in Britain's 650-seat parliament. Sunak pushed the legislation through parliament after his government recently signed a new agreement with Rwanda and unveiled emergency supplementary legislation, the Rwanda Security Act, aimed at addressing Supreme Court concerns about how safe Rwanda is for refugees. The Freedom House think tank notes that the Rwandan government under President Paul Kagame maintains stability and economic growth while also suppressing political dissent through widespread surveillance, intimidation, torture, and suspected assassinations of dissidents in exile or exile. Tuesday's House of Commons vote was specifically on the Rwanda Security Bill, which split Sunak's cabinet and led to the resignations of Immigration Minister Robert Jenrick and Home Sec.